If you feel guilty for avoiding hard things, listen carefully, because the real problem isn't laziness. It's that your brain has been trained to run from difficulty. And today, we're going to flip that switch completely. But first, let me take you to a moment you know too well. Part 1. The morning battle. You wake up, your alarm rings, and instantly, the war begins. Your body says, "Get up." Your mind whispers, "5 more minutes." You know that voice, the soft one, the tempting one, the one that pulls you back under the blanket like gravity. And you hate it, because deep down, you know you're losing the fight before the day even starts. But what if I told you this moment, this tiny battle, is controlled by a hidden switch in your brain? A switch that can make hard things feel easy, even addictive. But here's the twist. Most people never activate it. And until you do, your brain will keep craving comfort instead of challenge. Let me show you how that switch works. Part 2. The brain's motivation lie. Everyone told you motivation is the spark, the boost, the push. But that's wrong. Motivation doesn't come before hard work. It comes after. Your brain rewards action, not intention. Movement, not planning. Effort, not excitement. And the reason you avoid hard things is because your brain thinks difficult equals danger. It's not your fault. It's ancient programming. But here's the powerful truth. You can retrain that programming. You can teach your brain to crave the very things you run from. And it starts with one psychological lever. One the world's most disciplined people unknowingly use daily. Ready? Part 3. The 20-second rule of momentum. You don't need an hour of motivation. You don't need a perfect routine. You don't need superhuman discipline. You need 20 seconds. Yes, just 20. Because here's what science shows. If you take action for 20 seconds on a hard task, your brain releases a tiny pulse of dopamine. A spark. Just that spark becomes momentum. Momentum becomes interest. Interest becomes craving. And craving becomes mastery. Hard things stop feeling heavy. They start feeling magnetic. This is why champions take action before they feel ready. Why discipline monsters don't negotiate with their feelings. They don't wait for motivation. They manufacture it with the first 20 seconds. But here's where it gets even more powerful. Part 4. The pain flip technique. Your brain avoids hard things because it associates them with pain. But what if you reverse the pain? What if your brain begins to associate comfort with regret, delay with guilt, distraction with weakness, action with pride, effort with identity? When this switch flips, your brain chooses the hard thing automatically. This is the same mental rewiring used by elite performers, soldiers, athletes, founders. They don't think, "I have to do this." Their brains whisper, "I'm the type of person who does this." Identity beats motivation every time. But there's one more key, one habit that locks all of this in, and without it, everything collapses. Part 5. The autopilot habit loop. Here's the real secret. Your brain loves ritual. Not big rituals, small ones, tiny ones. A 10-second pre-action routine. Tie your shoes, open your laptop, fill your water, stretch once, sit at the desk. That's it. These tiny cues tell your brain, we are entering hard thing mode. And the brain obeys, because humans are creatures of rhythm, not willpower. Once your ritual fires, 20-second rule begins, dopamine rises, craving kicks in. The same cycle that once held you back now pushes you forward. But this won't work unless you answer one final question. A question most people avoid their entire lives. Final part. The question that changes everything. Ask yourself, and answer honestly, who am I when nobody is watching? Because that is your real identity, not your goals, not your dreams, not your intentions, your actions in silence, your choices when no one claps, your discipline when no one sees. That is the person you're becoming every single day. And if you want your brain to crave hard things, you must become the type of person who does the hard things first. Not because they're easy, not because they're fun, but because they shape you into someone you're proud to live with. So here's the challenge. Tomorrow morning, when that battle begins again, don't wait. Move for 20 seconds. Flip the pain. Start your ritual and prove to yourself that you are not ruled by comfort. You are ruled by who you choose to become. Your future identity is watching. Don't disappoint it.